Previously on Edgemont.
I saw it and I thought, this is total grace. Just like Shannon.
I asked you to stop pushing me. This isn't real. And I can't stand pretending. I don't want to see you.
It's time this school had genuine leadership. So that's why I've decided to run for student council president.
I heard what you did to Erin Woodbridge.
What did I do?
You're a dead man.
So, what's my schedule? Schedule? When you're running for president, you have a schedule. Everyone knows that.
Well, basically, I thought you should just be talking to people in the halls and stuff. But I can organize that for you if you want.
I'd say that's your job, wouldn't you?
Fine. At 8:15, you'll start working the main hallway, and at lunch, you can do the second floor. So, what do you think?
Annika for action. What kind of action?
Oh, pretty much any kind. You know, making decisions, introducing new initiatives, whatever.
And what'd you do with the bill?
What you told me.
$217? Are you nuts?
We made a deal. It's payback time.
You getting up or going to bed? With the schedule you're keeping, it's kind of hard to tell.
I don't keep a schedule.
Oh, that must be nice. Listen, the stuff that happened with Kurt. If I was out of line, I'm sorry. You have a right to your own life.
Mark, thank you. That's so amazingly gracious.
You're my sister, and I'm gonna feel protective, okay? That's just part of the package.
I was totally handling it until you messed everything up.
Then I'm sure you can handle the rest too, getting things straightened out with Robinson.
We'll never apologize to Robinson.
Kat, you have to go back to school. You'd be way happy.
30 seconds ago, I had a right to my own life.
Fine.
Homeschooling's my decision. If I ever change my mind, you'll be the first to know. Me and Erin will handle the brain work. Your job is the financing.
And why would I do this exactly?
Because I helped you rebuild your image,
That's total crap.
and now you're gonna help me get elected. It's not like you can't afford it. You get this totally obscene allowance.
Yeah, and it has to pay for everything. Clothes, you name it.
So you make do with your old clothes for a while. So what if you're not a walking fashion statement? Don't be so shallow. Besides, your dad has a condo at Whistler, right?
So what, we sell the condo to finance this campaign?
No, we go there.
We?
If you help me win this election, I'll spend a weekend at Whistler with you. Deal?
Good morning, Miss Young.
Mr. Diastati, how are you?
After a perfect weekend, I'm spectacular.
A perfect weekend. I don't think I've ever had one of those.
Not exactly perfect. Saturday night, you dragged me to wrestling.
Payback for Saturday afternoon, the art gallery.
Large, hairy men in tights, little old ladies with blue rinse. Cosmic balance is maintained.
What do you think you're doing?
Homework?
While you're sitting here, the opposition's back at school whipping up support.
Annika, the whole idea is such a joke.
Yeah, I know. But we should still get going on our campaign.
Just leave it, Jen. I mean, who says I even want to be president?
You put your name forward.
No, I didn't. Craig did. Just because I'm vice president, everyone assumes.
Shannon, if you don't run, Annika Nadeau takes over student council. Consider what this could do to humanity.
Yeah, well, sometimes humanity has to fend for itself.
If you want to talk about stuff, you know what happened between you and Craig.
I just decided it was a bad idea. I mean, we're having fun together, and all of a sudden he's buying me jewelry. We should have just stayed friends.
So maybe the election's coming at a good time. You can refocus and move on.
I spent half of my life running this and organizing that. Maybe I'm just sick of it.
What are you doing here?
Why should it bother you?
Hang on. Have you talked to Robinson?
I did not apologize for posting that website. I said I was sorry if people's feelings got hurt.
And what did he say?
Something about respect and the A.C. McKinley family, blah, blah, blah. At least he didn't try to hug me.
I thought I was gonna be the first to know.
I lied. Deal with it.
You got a minute? I have this problem.
You should probably go solve it.
Yeah. Gil Kerber seems to have this idea that I insulted you, so now he wants to kill me.
Is this guy bothering you again?
This has nothing to do with you.
Yeah, well, I say it does.
If I insulted Erin, it was totally accidental. Erin, tell him.
First you insult me, now you order me around?
That does it. After school, meet me at the ravine.
This is totally ridiculous. We have nothing to fight about. Oh yeah, that so puts me in my place. Shut up, Kerbers, or else someone's gonna shut up for you.
What did you just say?
You heard me.
3:30.
I'll be there.
And they're gonna have a fight.
Gil Kervers and Kevin Mickelson?
I mean, it's totally awful. Someone could get hurt. And I tried to stop them, but they wouldn't listen because they're both, like, inflamed. You think this is funny?
No, of course not. Not exactly.
Well, I can see how you might not understand, Annika, considering no one's ever had a fight over you.
No, thank goodness. As a person in a position of leadership, I could never condone violence of any kind. Hello, I'm Annika Nadeau, and I'm running for school president.
You won't believe what just happened.
What?
My idiot sister came to her senses. She's back at school.
It's great. I'm glad.
Am I missing something?
I just had lunch with my parents.
And?
Remember how we were moving back to Toronto? Well, change of plan. Now we're moving to Houston.
Houston, Texas.
At the end of term.
That's Monday.
My mom signed the deal this morning. Apparently, this is the chance of a lifetime.
And you don't have any say in this at all?
I should just tell them I'm not getting on the plane.
You can do that.
Yeah, right.
Seriously, what are they gonna do, drag you?
Let's just go somewhere. Let's go to your place.
So, are you gonna save the school from the tyranny of Annika Nadeau?
Actually, I don't think I'm gonna run. I've got too much else going on. You know, end of term and 2 zillion assignments.
Look, Shannon, if I did something wrong,
It wasn't you. I'm the problem.
then let's talk about it. Maybe we can work it through.
I have to get back. I have a test next class. Craig, I'm really sorry about everything.
Annika Nadeau?
Yep. High school is truly bizarre. I'd almost forgotten.
Kat! Someone told me you were back.
Hi, Erin.
It's so good to see you, and you've still got your fashion sense. Isn't that great?
Erin's having a thrilling day. Two guys are gonna have a fight over her.
Get out.
Gil Curvers and Kevin Mickelson. I feel just sick about it, but what can you do? They're consumed by passion.
I figure I can handle them.
You've never had a fight in your life. Not unless you count that wrestling match you had with Jared Fisher in the 2nd grade.
And who won?
Oh, sure, but then Jared's sister came and punched you in the head.
That was different. She was psychotic.
Look, fighting is asinine. Fighting over my sister is certifiable.
This is about honor, man. This is about drawing the line. Besides, Curvers isn't as tough as he thinks.
Actually, he is. You know about Gil's uncle, right?
Yeah, of course. What about him?
He's a professional kickboxer. Gil trains with him 3-4 times a week.
Yeah, but it's only kickboxing. I mean, it's not like kung fu or something.
Hey, your funeral.
My campaign is all about a fresh start. Blow away the cobwebs. Get rid of the snobbery and the petty little ego trips.
Annika.
No thanks. I've had enough coffee.
Shannon is not a snob, and she's not an ego tripper. In fact, she's the exact opposite.
Well, we're all entitled to an opinion. That's what's so great about democracy.
And it's just too bad you couldn't get through even one day without slinging mud.
Yeah, don't need to put people down.
I would never do that. I am totally determined to run a positive campaign.
Ha!
What's that supposed to mean?
I'm just finding this unusual. I mean, most candidates for student council have shown some sort of interest in public service.
True. They tend to be busy little people with extremely high opinions of themselves. Actually, I'm surprised you've never thought of running.
And normally, student council president would be an honor roll student or at least get an occasional B.
Don't you have washrooms to mop?
I'll get right on it.
You watch. Mickelson won't even show up.
Let's hope not, for your sake.
Wait, you're trying to tell me he's tough?
No, just crazy.
My brother saw him in a fight once. Said Kevin was like a wolverine.
Practically bit the guy's ear off. They had to rush him to the hospital for a tetanus shot.
Jennifer McMahon is so clever. If you don't believe her, just ask her.
I heard she got you pretty good. With a totally cheap shot.
Are you just gonna stand around smirking?
I wasn't. It's just the way my mouth goes.
Or are you actually gonna help me win this election instead of starting fights between guys?
I've been doing lots of things.
Like what?
Oh, no! How dare they? I can't believe you'd stoop so low.
You honestly think I did that?
No, not you personally. You wouldn't sully your hands. But it's clearly the work of one of your busy little drones.
Come on.
Shannon, is this really the way you plan to run your campaign?
No, Annika. I plan to stick to the issues and avoid discussing personalities. But mainly, I'm gonna kick your butt.
All right, Shannon.
It's like when my parents split up. I'm watching it happen.
There's nothing you can do to stop it.
You already said it. You can tell them you don't want to go.
And where would I stay?
Right here with us.
Your mom would love that.
Or else we can go somewhere else. You and me.
Like where?
I don't know. It depends. How much money do you have?
Couple $100? You?
A little less, but bus tickets are cheap. You make it as far as the border.
Why would we want to leave the country?
2 part-time jobs. We can have enough for an apartment.
Maybe even a table and chair.
Have our own lives. Make our own decisions. I don't want to lose you.
Me neither.
So the guy knows martial arts. Big deal. You know, I'm pretty fast. He's the cobra, but I'm like the mongoose, you know?
So the guy's a head case. You can use that against him. Because I'm calm, right? I'm stone cold.
Don't tell us, Kerberos. Tell him.
We gonna do this thing?
If we gotten it on video, we could use it in the campaign ads.
Campaign ads? I'm gonna kick your butt.
With her face all twisted in bitterness and snobbery. I want you to check the rest of the school and see if any other posters have been vandalized.
3 of them, actually. Outside the biology lab, next to the gym, and in the second floor washroom.
How do you know?
Because I'm the one that did it.
What?
Everyone will suspect Shannon, right? So it totally undermines her image as Little Miss Integrity.
Did you enjoy drawing hair on my face?
Of course not. It's just selection strategy.
No, Erin, it's not. It's a low and dirty trick, and I won't have anything to do with it.
Annika.
I'm sorry, but you're fired.
Fine. I'm glad I'm off this stupid campaign.
It's a very serious campaign, actually, based on moral values and important issues.
Annika, it's a joke. The whole school is laughing behind your back.
You coming?
Coming where?
The ravine, Curvers and Mickelson.
They're really gonna fight? Oh my gosh, I can't watch this.
Suit yourself.
But I have to know. As soon as it's over, hurry. I'll be at Captain Java.
Mark, we can't. Captain Chavez could be back any minute.
So go upstairs.
No.
What?
I'm not ready.
You're practically on the plane. I mean, if you're not ready now.
It's not that I don't want to, Mark. Sex has to be part of a long-term commitment, otherwise it's...
You're the one who's moving.
I know.
Then she tries to claim that people are laughing at me behind my back.
Imagine that.
Are you laughing?
Do I look like the type of guy with a sense of humor?
Could care less what you think.
Annika, I don't know why you want to be student president in the first place, but since you do, I'll do what I can.
Because you owe me?
Because I think you're a very strange, but interesting person.
And I still think you're a psychopath.
You may be right.
So, you think I can win?
Let's find out.
Thanks.
Did I leave my jacket?
Yeah, I hung it up.
Thanks, Maggie. How's it going?
Good. The exam's next week. I don't understand a word of this, and I've totally forgotten what I read yesterday. Aside from that, things couldn't be better.
You'll be fine.
Oh, somebody left a binder. I think it was Shannon.
Yeah, this is hers. I'll drop it off.
You're buying. Okay, fine, whatever.
Did they do it?
Who? Gil and Kevin? Yeah, we watched the whole thing.
Well, what happened?
Well, first they kind of circled around each other. You know, glaring.
And then they went at it?
No. Then they started to talk.
They finally decided this whole thing was pretty stupid. So now they've gone to the mall.
The mall?
So basically, you're the one who's brought together 2 new friends. You must feel great about that.
Thanks.
Sorry I'm late.
By about 2 minutes.
I slept through my alarm.
Just forget it, Jen. You're here now. So, election strategy.
Oh, you left this at Captain Jabber yesterday. Election strategy, okay. Personally, I'd favor defacing a few more posters and going for pizza, but we probably have to do something a bit better than that. Shannon, I read it. The poem. I'm your best friend. You couldn't tell me?
Tell you what?
Shannon.
We grow up being taught love can only be boy, girl, girl, boy. But when I go inside, that is not the picture I see. And so, confusion.